shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Paul. James kicks to Irving. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 14 points for Kyrie Irving.
Talk about doing a Rip Van Winkle on defense. Come on, guys, wake up. Why are they leaving him open at the three-point line? Come on.
At the line for your Clippers, Blake Griffin.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
And regarding Griffin's low block shot number, for some guys, they simply lack a certain feel, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
Cavaliers ball.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Here's Irving. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and of course the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
And Mbah-a-Moute's checked in for Paul Pierce. Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the game.
Agreed. That one misses.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving, really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty, terrific at the rim with both hands.
Back to Paul. Here is Mbah-a-Moute. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. And Mbah-a-Moute's got 4 this quarter. Irving with a clean look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range and his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
And the Clippers call time here.
And on the topic of Griffin's rebounding, there's another force that helps submarine his numbers. DeAndre Jordan. Over the past few seasons, as Jordan's boards went up, Griffin's have gone down. Now, you think with the 2 elite rebounders that the team would finish better than 20th in rebounding last year, but that's another story.
Shumpert is checked in for the Cavaliers. Griffin hits them both.
And back to Griffin for a minute. I think he will soon find a balance between his emerging perimeter game and his rebounding. 7.5 boards a game, far too few for him last year. He's likely to return to double-digit rebounding averages, I think, sometime soon.
Now here's Griffin. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists in the game. The drive by LeBron. It's stolen by Smith. Lets it fly from 18. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
The Clippers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Cavaliers on top, leading by just 2. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. So on the floor for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Irving in at the point.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. I mean, he had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. Was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom and uses his gigantic wingspan to just go up and reel it in. Terrific motor and nose for the glass.
And stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense, a great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Yeah, but you just can't afford to give up plays like that at this time in a ball game.
Griffin is screen on Irving. Paul dishes to Griffin. Passes it to Redick. The 3. Got a piece of it. Greg, you were talking about Tristan Thompson. LeBron came out and said he's one of the best pick-and-roll defenders in the NBA. And Clark, that's high praise from the King.
No doubt. I mean, Thompson is an emerging force. If he could just develop his shooting stroke a little more, then you're talking about a very, very valuable play.
Good point. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Blake Griffin.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Paul passes to Smith. The dish to Griffin. Now Cleveland moving it up. And on the way from Irving for 3.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
They've been out-hustled. At this point, hard to see them recovering from that.
And the Clippers call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. And with the game still very much in play, he sounded very confident, telling the players, don't let up. This is where we make our move. Right now. Go take it. Kevin?
Wesley Johnson's checked in for the Clippers. The drive by Paul. And counting. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line. And that sends Blake Griffin to the free throw line. That one on Love. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Griffin just having a terrific game. He has 17 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
And he hasn't been afraid to draw a little bit of contact on his way to the basket. Some guys shy away from that.
The shot by Redick, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
I think, Clark, we can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Well, 8 lead changes would have you thinking that would be the case.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Kicks it out to Johnson. That's a 2 from Paul. The Clippers keep it alive. And Griffin scores. The assist by Smith. And that's 20 points for Blake Griffin.
We're seeing him bring that shooting percentage up now, guys. The first half was a struggle for him.
LA has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Smith with it, picked up by Love. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Look at that.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Kicks it out to Love. And a miss there on the triple.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mozgov's checked in. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Smith with a wide open look.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And another miss by Cleveland. Paul kicks to Griffin. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. And Stevenson's checked in for J.J. Redick. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Irving dishes to Mozgov. Count!
Oh, that's the shot of the game.
Well, he was fearless enough to get it up and down, and it paid off for him.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Here's Stevenson. It's in!
I tell you, you can see it in his eyes, the concentration, the focus, the intensity. Stevenson's all in.
Irving with it. Chris Paul covering. Here's Mozgov. Excellent defense there from Smith. And an intentional foul right there.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
Taking 2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. It's the first that narrows the gap to 1. And both free throws, good for James.
You can't have any more pressure on you than he had at the line right there. Shows you what he's made up as he's able to tie it up.
Paul with the 3. Can't knock in the 3. And the Cavaliers call time here. Here's James. Gets the game winner to fall.
All zeros on the clock as he drains the game winner.
And Greg, he knew it was good when it left his hand. He started celebrating as soon as it got off his fingertips.
So it's a narrow win for the Cap.